Hello, fellow vapors. Vaping newbie here. First off, before I even start, really sorry about the camera. It is very choppy. I'm not fond of it. I gotta get myself something better because I've been getting a lot of requests for reviews and I've been getting a lot of merchandise in to take a look at. And if you follow me, I try to give everybody their fair shake. Number two, Josh, yes, the walls are striped behind me, and that's because that's the way my daughter wanted it painted. And this is her room. It's like my studio now. My rebuilding area is over there, and this is where I make my videos now. So hopefully we'll put that all together. You don't care about that. It's a rainy Sunday in Montreal. What else can I do? So let's make a video. It starts with a question. What comes in a big ass bag? It's very colorful, smells phenomenal, and has two candies in it. Hopefully I'm talking about your order from jugheads.com. The link will be down below. Jugheads.com, as I've mentioned before, I have a lot of their juices, so I'm chopping it up into different portions because, hey, you don't want to spend an hour watching me. I don't want to spend an hour watching me. So we're going to be looking at three juices, and before I start, as always, taste is subjective. What you like, I might not, and what I like, you might not. So keep that into perspective. And I have to say something here. I don't remember saying this. So Jugheads had asked me, Juggy had asked me to come up with some flavors to make a juice. And on my Facebook page, Vaping Newbies, what else? I jokingly refer to myself as the internet sensation, so that's what he's calling it, the internet sensation. It's actually on his website right now, but I know it's in production. If you click on it, there's a picture of Justin Bieber? Juggy. Okay, I'm just starting to love this guy, and really, although he's out in Alberta, I believe, and working on a farm, I would really, really like to meet this guy because his emails are a lot of fun. He's just a fantastic guy. So we're going to be looking at three of his juices today. I have them on three different devices in three wattages that are, a bit different. They're all 6 milligram of nicotine and 50-50 PG-VG ratio. The first one up is Rice Krispies Squares. Now, I've been letting this steep now for about 3 weeks, and only loaded it in recently. I get the cereal taste, but I'm not getting any marshmallows, so let me dial that up. There's definitely a cereal taste in there. I'm using a 1.02 coil and at 15 watts. And I'm getting the taste of the cereal, but I'm not getting the taste of marshmallow. But it's nice. It does taste good. Now, I believe it's Larry on the Jugheads Facebook page was saying, he let it steep for a month and a half. So that's what I'm going to do. You can see that, it's fairly dark brown, and when I got it, it was much, much lighter. I guess you're probably wondering, well, why are you doing a juice review or overview on something that hasn't steeped enough yet? Well, that's one of the reasons, because some people, in their haste, they just want to get in there and fire it up right away. So this has already been 3 weeks, and I'm going to shelve that, and hopefully we're going to revisit that. Now, that is not to say that it's not good. I'm enjoying it. It's actually very good. Well, it's good, but I think with steeping, it's going to take it up that other notch. So I'm going to let that sit for a bit. The second was actually one of my favorites. It's Mountain Dewy. And this was recommended to me, and I love Mountain Dew, or used to. And I thought, this must be really good in a juice. And I got this in, surprise, surprise, in a K-Fun, and this is probably about 0.95 ohms. And on my nen. Now, I do get a snap, an effervescence, if you will. Now, it's been a long time since I had Mountain Dew, but it does have that taste, and the taste as I remember it. It is pretty darn good. And I put this in the tank last night, and I've been rotating it back and forth with the next juice. So I am enjoying it very much. So that is Mountain Dewy. It does have that Mountain Dew flavor. The final juice, again, was something. I'm sorry, Mountain Dewy was another one that was recommended to me, as was the Rice Krispie Squares. This one, I just took a leap of faith. It's called Apple Caramel, or Caramel Apple. And I love butterscotch and caramel. If anybody knows me, they know that. And I like apple. This is like the third apple juice that I've looked at this week, and I really do like it because it has a certain snap. And I got this in a K-Fun at about 1.2 ohms with my new favorite friend, the Lavatube V2.5. Now I have this going at 15 watts. I'm going to drop that down to 12 and see if there's a difference there. You can taste the apple. It's very, very nice. It does taste like a caramel apple, but very, very mild on the caramel. So it's not in your face sweet. Now, I say this perhaps too often, but that juice, caramel apple, could easily be an all-day vape. So good job, Juggy. So when we're looking at the three, we had Rice Krispie Squares, which I'm going to give it a bit more steeping time, although after 3.5 weeks roughly, it is pretty good. We have Mountain Dewy, which I'm enjoying very, very much. And then of the three, my favorite, the caramel apple, which maybe it's just because it's that mix of two flavors that I enjoy very much. And so all three are darn good. And I always say this, I'm blessed because I haven't really hit a juice that I don't, well, that's not true. There was one juice that I didn't like, and I gave it out to someone. But out of, when we're talking about hundreds of bottles of juices, I'm either extremely lucky, have fantastic friends, or they just don't make bad juices in Canada. Go Canada. So, Juggy, thank you very much. Obviously, the link for jugheads.com will be down below. Give them a look. Now, you go on their website, and I believe they open up next the 31st of July. It's a lot of fun to order. It's nerve-wracking to order, but I'm going to tell you, folks, when you get your order in, and it's not one of these overnight deals, this guy is like with work. It's well worth the wait. And once I place my order, I basically go, okay, that's it. I can wait, okay? If you're desperate for juices, this isn't the place to wait because that's the way Juggy is. He also does, as I've mentioned before, he does bulk orders, large size orders, and you can see that on his website anytime. Read up on how that is done. I'm also going to put a link for somebody that actually helps out Juggy in the public relations area, and another friend of mine, and that's the Mel and Kel Show, or Aurora Foggy Alice is actually the name. And it's an internet TV show, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of information, and they have vendors on there chatting as well. It's really great to be on, so I'm going to put a link to them. They're on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I believe. Mel and Kel, if you're watching this, please, you can correct me down below. And, of course, a link for my internet or Facebook page, Vaping Newbies, a great place to be. It's where I hang out most of the time. Fantastic group of people. Come and check it out if you haven't. Folks, always like spending time with you. Hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing it. Stay healthy and happy vaping. Take care, folks.